Hey guys, it's Liz. Today I have another project to share with you. You guys know I love participating in the challenges that go on here on YouTube by all you fabulous ladies. And so this project that I just finished is for Bonnie's challenge. Bonnie is Sassy Scrappers here on YouTube, and she is having a challenge right now where she wants you to incorporate 3 different types of laces into your project. And there's different entries, I believe, for leaving a comment, and if you send it to her, you know, there's a couple of more chances for you to win. And so basically what I created was this really cute candle box. It's like a little votive holder. Let me show you. Let me zoom in a little bit. And I think it came out really, really pretty. And you know, as soon as Bonnie said that she was doing laces, I immediately thought of this paper stack that I had by Die Cuts with a View. Let me show you real quick. You guys are, I'm sure you're familiar with it, but it's called the Lace and Linen Stack. And it really reminds me of those lace books that Bonnie loves to make, and they're so gorgeous. I love them. And that paper instantly reminded me of her, so I was like, this is perfect. So that's the paper collection that I decided to do for my project. And all this is a box. I purchased this at Goodwill. It was 99 cents. Unfortunately, it did not come with the votives. I did have to purchase those separately. And you guys are gonna laugh, but I had the hardest time finding some that actually fit in here. I went to my Dollar Tree, and of course they didn't have any. Went to the 99-cent store, I got some, came back home and realized they didn't fit. Found some at Joann's, same thing. Finally, and I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I went to Michael's, and Michael's had them. You know, they were 99 cents each. They're really, really cute, and they fit perfectly. So I'm really happy that I finally found some that fit, and I really love this. I think it is so pretty. And you guys know Bonnie loves shabby chic. I hope this qualifies for shabby chic. I think it's a little shabby vintage, but I think it came out really pretty, and I really hope you like it, Bonnie. And so anyways, all I did is I started off with the box that I purchased at Goodwill, and it was a really ugly brown color. And so what I decided to do, I painted all the edges of the box, top, bottom, sides, and everything, with the linen by Folk Art. Okay, and then I did a crackle medium over that. Actually, I used the rock candy. I can never think of the name, but you know, the from Tim Holtz, the crackle rock candy thing that, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I decided to do that. And but then I really did not like the way that it looked, because what I wanted to do is I cut the papers a little bit smaller than the actual box so that I can distress all the edges. I'm gonna take these out so I can bring this closer and you guys can see. I'm just afraid I'm gonna end up dropping them. Okay. So anyways, as you can see, I wanted some of the, you know, the paint and the crackle to show. So I cut all the papers down a little bit smaller than the size of the box. I distressed the edges with vintage photo and then my Tim Holtz distress tool. But for some reason, leaving the edges and just having the paint show through, it just seemed unfinished to me. So I decided to cover it with pearls. And I really like that. I'm glad that I did. I think it's really pretty. But anyway, so basically that's how I started off. I had painted it, used the crackle, decided against it. So I adhered all my papers. These are beautiful. Look how pretty this is. This has a lot of shimmer. I love this. It's so pretty. It's like a soft brown color, and it's got like like I said, I distressed all the edges, so it's got, you know, darker areas from the vintage photo, and I just love all that shimmer. It is so pretty. And you know, I adhered all the papers all around. Here's some pretty papers. Look how gorgeous that looks. And this is the other side. See, I love that, how that shimmers. It's so pretty. Okay, just showing you real quick. And then of course I did the bottom. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then these little feet, I added the little feet. These are just from Hobby Lobby. They're like the little, oh, let me see. I had one here. Oh, here it is. The little wood dowels. And I just painted this in linen, and then I did use the crackle medium on that, and then I inked it up with some vintage photo to age it a bit. So that's what the paint looked like on the sides, but I just left the feet that way, and it looks like they're a little bit grungy. I'll have to retouch that up. But anyways, so then I adhered the laces, and they're so pretty. I have this beautiful lace here. This was from my stash, and all around, it goes all around the box. And of course I had to add pearls, so I added the flat back pearls on top of that, and they're in ivory. Very, very pretty. Okay, very nice. And then, let's see, and like I said, I had left the sides painted, but I decided against it, so I added the pearls all around here where the paint was showing. This is a little bit hard to show, guys. It's a little bit big. But yeah, so the pearls, you know, went all around the box, and I thought that was a really nice touch. And then, of course, Bonnie loves her flower clusters. I think she just makes them so gorgeous. And mine are nowhere near as good, but I thought I'd give it a go. And I decided to make a pretty little flower cluster on each of the sides. So I started off with this beautiful Prima flower. These are so pretty. They're fabric, and they've got these really cute little stamen in the middle. So I started off with that, and this was so darling. I love it. And then I added 2 roses for my stash. These are I Am Roses flowers, and they were pink. One is a darker shade of pink, and one's a lighter pink. Bonnie loves those colors. She loves the creams, you know, ivories, and of course pink. So I knew I had to add those colors in here. And then let's see. Then we have, let me zoom in some more. There we go. And then these guys are fabric rosebuds from my stash. So I added some there, as well as this brown flower for my stash as well. And this was an I Am Roses flower in the brown. And then, of course, on the pink, you probably won't be able to tell, but all the petals are gessoed. And then I went over it with some snow text to give it a little bit more texture. You can really tell in the brown one. And then here I just have a bauble for my stash. Here, these I cut using one of the pattern papers, and I used my Spellbinder's foliage die cut. And I left the die on there, and then I lightly went over the edges, and as you can see, like stenciled it in with the vintage photo. I really like that. It's very pretty. And I did the same thing over here, some leaves over here, and some leaves up there. And then for the top, here we have a little Prima clock. And this is one of those little wood pieces, and I used the vintage photo on the edges, and of course some snow text on the edges as well, and with some gesso. And then this is just like this little stamen bundle from I Am Roses. It was part of a spray that I cut up. I used the flowers on the sides, and I'll show you that in just a second. But I just took that back there. And then I have a little itty bitty mint green flower from my stash. Because you see the colors, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell, but this is supposed to be mint green. It's like a mint, it was mint. I used the browns and the ivories and of course the pink. I love that color combination. I think that's very shabby chic. And so, let's see, moving on. Then over here I have another brown flower from I Am Roses, and of course two more little buds for my stash and some more of those leaves. And you see this beautiful butterfly. This is a little acrylic butterfly I picked up at Michael's. I'm not sure what it, I think it's Ashland, because it was like a little pack, and it had about maybe 8 little butterflies, and they're on like this long wire, yeah, they're just on a long wire, and they were 99 cents clearance. There was a couple more. I should have grabbed the other colors. They had pink, they had lavender, and then they had like a beautiful turquoise. I don't know why I just grabbed the clear, but these are just clear and really pretty. And what I did to make them stand out a little bit more, I rubbed gesso on it. I let it dry for just a quick second, and then I rubbed the gesso off. I wanted the gesso to go into the ridges so you guys can see it better, because you know it's acrylic, it's almost invisible, but I think they came out really pretty. So I love that butterfly, very cute. Okay, and then of course, oh, forgot this little corner here. I added this gorgeous corner. These I picked up at Michael's, and I used my E6000 to glue it on there, and then I used gesso, just very lightly dab some gesso on it and some snow text. I still wanted some of the silver to come through, but I did want it to give it a shabby feel. So that's really cute. And then this side was a little bit different. This one, first I adhered one sheet of paper here, one piece of paper I should say. Then I adhered my second lace. We're supposed to use 3 different laces, and this is a gorgeous pink lace from my stash. It's actually ruffled. It's like 3 different layers, but of course the other 2 layers got covered up. So it's a gorgeous vintage pink. I really love it. And these flowers were cut from that spray that I was telling you about from I Am Roses. So these are, I think they're like gardenias, so they're brown gardenias. And then a pink flower from my stash. And of course all the petals are gessoed and snow text. And then I have these little, I always forget what these are called, but you know, the little sprigs that come from the spray, and I just took those back there. And then of course, because I ripped it and I opened it up, I wanted to give it a look, you know, from the zipper. like it's opening up. So here's the Prima zipper, very nice, and I just sewed that up to give it a more shabby feel. I love these. These are so cool. I had such a hard time adhering it though because of the paper, the way that it's curled back. So let's see. My hands are getting tired. This thing is heavy. Let me put that down for a sec. Okay. Anyways, this side is pretty much the same like the other. The placement's a little bit different. But, you know, of course I've got my Spellbinder leaves here. The beautiful pink flowers. I've got the acrylic butterfly. Here's the Prima clock again. Everything is pretty much the same, just where I place them is a little bit different. Like for instance, the bauble is down here, whereas on the other side it was more in the middle. But it's pretty much the same thing. And like I said, I just love these papers. Look how beautiful. I mean, I love the way they shimmer. So both sides are, you know, pretty much the same. And again, I have a beautiful corner piece here from Michaels, and the same thing on this side. Okay, so got gorgeous lace, some pretty I Am Roses flowers, a little Prima zipper. So it's very pretty. I really like the way it came out. For the top, I kept it simple. I just adhered, you know, one of the pattern papers. And this has, you know, some green in it. In person, you'll be able to tell, but it's green and ivory. It's like a really nice, subtle pattern. For the corners, since I thought they were a little bit empty, I just used my Spellbinders, the Parisian accents. And these are like little corner pieces. I used some of the pattern paper to cut those out. And I added just a little pearl on this little center piece here. And then all the edges are inked with a vintage photo. So, and I did that on both sides, so the top wouldn't be so empty. And then of course all my edging here, I painted the inside, I used some crackle medium, and then I've got some vintage photo going on. So it's really nice. Of course, I couldn't paint the inside, but the inside is really dark and brown, so I'm not really worried about that. But I love it. I think it came out really, really pretty. And then the little votives, I just kept them simple. You know, they're already glass. And this is where I added my third lace. We're supposed to use 3 laces, so this is a third lace. And I wasn't sure how to adhere the lace. I don't know if you guys have some tips for me. I always have a hard time adhering lace to glass, because I know with the hot glue, it doesn't look very nice. In this case, I used glossy accents. I just used a little dab in certain parts of the lace to adhere it, and that seemed to work for me. The only thing I don't like is where you can kind of see the glue a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it. I can see it. I'm just real picky about details. But these are really, really cute. So I just added a piece of lace from my stash to each of these. Okay, and they're going to go inside. They're going to be so pretty. You see, same thing here. And there's 3 of them. And of course you can use, you know, a real candle, or, you know, one of those little battery operated ones. I think this would be so pretty, like on a desk. I just think it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful decor piece. I really like the way that it came out, and I really hope Bonnie likes it as well. Well, I hope I didn't miss anything. I think I got everything. This was a little bit hard to show because it was a little heavy and having to maneuver it and get in frame and everything. But I hope you guys, you know, got the gist of it. I think it came out really pretty. I'm very happy with it, and I really hope you like it, Bonnie. I will be sending this to you. So anyways, guys, go check out Bonnie's channel. Like I said, right now she is hosting an amazing challenge. Really, really fun. And then really easy, guys. All you have to do is incorporate 3 beautiful laces into your projects, and of course, maybe create a shabby chic theme. Send it to Bonnie. Why not? And well, anyways, I'm going to put the link down below so you guys can check out the video, and hopefully you will participate. You've got plenty of time. I think it ends on the 31st of June, so you got plenty of time to enter. Anyways, I hope you like my project. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.